Hello everyone, you all are welcome to my YouTube channel. Please, if this is your first time, kindly click the red button below to subscribe. Okay, the last time we talked about HTML. We went into the advanced level of HTML. So today I said we are going to be looking at styling, how to style our web page. Said we have three types of styling. The first one, we have the inline styling, we have the internal styling, and we have the external styling. The external styling is also known as cascading style sheets, which is the CSS. So today we are going to be looking at the three types of stylings. First off, we open our folder in our VS Code. Okay, so open our folder. This is our folder. This is what we'll be working on so far. This is what we'll be doing. This is what we'll be doing so far. So today I said we're going to be looking at how to style our web page. So the first type of styling we're going to be looking at, we're going to be looking at the inline styling. Inline styling. So what's the inline styling? The inline styling is a way of styling our web page, our content right inside our HTML file. We style our web page right inside the HTML file. So this is our HTML file. Okay, so for example, if we want to style this H1, this is YouTube, our heading tag H1 YouTube. So we're going to be doing style. We're going to be styling it in line with our content. We are styling it in line with our content. That is why it is called inline styling. So let's give this a background color. Background hyphen color. Our semicolon. Background color black. Semicolon. And a color of white, then semicolon. By the time we view this in our browser, we're going to be having this. So now we have a black background and a white text. A black background and a white text. Okay, so let's style the H2 tag. Same thing, style, background color. Okay, let's give a background color of yellow. Outside the semicolon, so this is the background color, yellow, and the color, blue. So we're going to be having this, a blue color and a yellow background. This, we gave it a white color, which is a white color and a black background. So this has a black background and a white color. So this is how to style using the inline styling. We have series of codes to style. We have series of codes to style when we're dealing with inline styling. So the third one, okay, the third one also, style, a color. Let's give this red and background. Either we use background or we use background color. You can use any of the two. Background, and let's give it green, a green background. So I'm going to be having a red color here and a green background. Okay. So that is that about the background color and text color. Okay, so what if we want to give spacing? What if we want to give spacing? Okay, so to give spacing using stylings, to give spacing, the spacing is known as padding and margin. We have two types of spacing. We have the padding and we have the margin. So the padding is the internal spacing, while the margin is the external spacing. Padding means internal spacing, while margin means external spacing. Okay, so let's look at that. So still inside the styling codes, I just do padding, and we have four ways. We have four ways to use the padding. We also have four ways to use the margin. Padding is similar to margin. The difference between the both of them is padding is internal spacing, while margin is external spacing. Okay, so the four ways are: we have the padding top, meaning you want to give space to the top; the padding left, you are giving space to the left; the padding right, giving space to the right; and the padding bottom, giving space at the bottom. So let's start with the padding top. Padding top, colon, colon, and give it a number. For example, we're giving 20 pixels. So this is a padding top of 20 pixels. Remember I said internal spacing. So if I decide to increase this to 50, the space at the top is going to increase to 50. If I reduce it to 10, the space is going to be reduced to 10. Okay, so the space has been reduced to 10. If I increase it back to 30, the space also will increase to 30. So let's look at the padding left. If I do padding, I think left, padding left, colon, and I give it a particular number. Let's say I give it 50 pixel. Let's say I give it 50 pixels. So I'm going to be having space at the left. I'm going to be having space at the left. So that is padding left. So padding bottom also. Padding bottom. Padding bottom 30 pixel. I think I spelled my padding wrongly. Okay. Now padding bottom 30 pixel. You can see the space under again. So if you do padding right, it will actually not be visible here. Why? Because there's already space here already. So if I do padding right, it will be visible. Padding right. 100 pixel. Can you see? It's actually not visible since there's already space. There's space there already. And there's another way of writing, of giving a padding. If you don't want to do padding top, padding left, padding bottom, padding right, the way I did this. If you want to give you want to have the same spacing, like the spacing at the top should be the same at the right, should be the same at the bottom, should be the same at the left also. So instead of doing padding top this, padding left this, padding bottom this, padding right this, you can just do right ordinary padding, then give it a number, then you have this. So this is 30 pixel, 30 pixel, 30 pixel, and this also 30 pixel. But since there is space here already, so this is not visible. But we know this is 30, 30, 30, using what? Ordinary padding. And also, if you also want to give it different spacing, I don't want to write this, I don't want to write this line of code. Instead of writing this padding top, padding left, padding bottom, padding right, you can just do this. Ordinary padding, and 10 pixel, 10 pixel, 10 pixel. So this first 10 pixel means padding top. The second one is for the right. The third one is for the bottom. And the last one is for the left. The first one is for the top. So if I increase the first one to 70, now watch, it has been increased. The second one is for the right. So it is not going to be visible. Even though I increase it, it won't be visible because it's already spaced there already. And this one is for the bottom. So if I increase this to 50, watch at the bottom. Okay, so now the last one is for the left. I also do this. I'm going to be having this. So this is also another way of using the padding. Same goes for margin also. So for us to see this very well, I'll be changing this H4 to H1 so I can style it using margin and it's going to be visible to us. Okay. So style. I can give this a background color of purple and the color of okay, let me pick these colors. Brown. Yeah, a brown color and a purple background. So I said since padding and margin is similar, so I can just copy what I have here, copy this, I'll be pasting it here and change the paddings here to margin. Yeah. Now I said margin means external space. Now margin top. So this is space at the top. So if I decide to increase this now to 90, look at the space at the top. Can you see now? That's increased. Let me take it back to 30. I said margin is external space. Padding, margin left. So this is margin left. Margin bottom. So this is margin bottom. Margin right. So this is what? Margin right. If I also do this, copy, and paste it right here, and I change this to margin. So you can also do margin of 30 pixels. So to give an equal spacing to the top, to the bottom, to the left, and to the right. I can also put margin and padding right inside the same, for the same. Okay, I can do margin and padding for a word. So this is margin, and I'm also doing padding for the same word, for the same content. So I can just do 20 pixels, and I'm going to have my external spacing around it right here. Style. So I want to give this a color, a green color inside, a green color and background, a background color of pink. Yeah. So if I also do this, and I change this to margin, so I can give it different numbers. I can decide to give this 10, and I'm going to be giving this 50. Remember I said the first one is for the top, the next one is for the right, while this is for the bottom. If I write 0, the spacing at the bottom is going to close. Can you see? And if I decide to put a number, it's going to open. And this also, if I write 0, the spacing at the left to close. And if I decide to put a number, it's going to open. That is that about padding, margin, and that's that about background color and color using the inline styling. Okay, so other types of styling we have. So this is the underline. This is an underlining text. This is a bold text. This is an italic text. Okay, so you can also increase the font size of a particular text. How do we do that? We just give that a styling of font size. I will give it a number. Let's say we want to give it a font size of 20 pixel. It becomes bigger. And if I don't like 20 pixel, I want it to be 50, very big. I'm going to be having this. So I can decide to increase the sizes of my content. So this, I can decide to give this 30 and also decide to give this 10. So this is font size 10, this is font size 30, and this is font size 50. Now look at it, they are jam-packed together. So how do we give space in between this and this, and also in between this and this? What do? We use padding. So this is the right hand side for this UL tag. So if I give this padding left, padding right, there will be space in between this and space this. There will be space in between this and this using padding left. And also, if you also give this padding right, this is left. If you give this padding left, there will be space. I can also give this padding right. There will also be what? Be space. There will also be space. So let's try that. Padding -right. 20 pixel. Now watch. Can you see? There's now space in between both of them. Okay, if I say I don't want to give this padding left, and I want to give this right here, padding -right. Padding -left. And I do 20 pixel, there is still space there. So I can give this padding right, I can give this padding left. Same thing with this. I can also give this padding left, I can also give this padding right. So I just copy what I have here. Control-C, come down to this place. I see padding left for this, so there will be space here. If the space is not enough, you can increase the space to 50. So you have a larger space, and also this 50, you have a larger space. So that's about font size. And if you want to change your words to capital letter, for example, now I have this text all in small letter, but I want to change everything to capital letter. How do I do that? I use a transform text styling. So I can just put this right inside the paragraph text, everything inside the paragraph text. And give this a style. A style of what? Text transform. So this is text transform uppercase. Text transform uppercase, meaning everything in between the tags of the text transform uppercase should turn towards capital letter. That is why all these are in capital letter. And if you also do text transform capitalize, this is what will happen. The first letter of each word will change to capital letter. The first letter of each word will change to a capital letter. I can just leave this as text transform uppercase. Yeah, okay. I don't like the spacing in between these words. They are too close together. The spacing between these words, they are too close together. So I want to space the words. How do I do that? I'm going to be doing word spacing. Word -spacing. word spacing 10 pixel. Okay, there's an error somewhere. So whenever your code is showing whenever your code is showing red, it means there's an error somewhere. Okay, so can you see letter spacing? I'm going to be having this, the letters, each letter is going to separate. So I can try to give it 1 to be like this. So if I increase it to 4, we'll have more space. If I increase it to 9, we're going to have more space. If I increase it to 50, we're going to have a very, very large space. Yeah, okay, and if I want to bring this to the center, what do? I can just do text align. Text align center, and everything will all come to the center. Can you see everything will come to the center? Okay, so let's style our button. So this is our login button and sign up button. So we want to style our button. So how do we do that? We can start by giving it a background color. Of let's say blue. A background color of blue. A background color of blue. Can you see a blue background color and a color and a white color? Yeah, so we have a white color and a blue background. So I want to make the font bigger. The login inside the button, I want to make it bigger. So what do? I can give it font size. Just increase the font size. Let's say 15 pixel. See, it becomes bigger. If that is not enough, I can increase it to 20 pixel. It becomes bigger. Okay, so I want to give it padding 10 pixel, 10 pixel, 10 pixel, 10 pixel. Okay, so this is padding. So remember, the first one is for the top, so I can reduce this to 5. This I can take it to 20. This also bottom 5. Why this for the left 20? So I'm going to be having this. I can try to reduce this to 3. Reduce this also to 3. And 30. Okay. So if you notice, if you look at the outline of this button, we have a black outline in there. So if you don't want the black outline to be there, that's a border. It's a border. So you can just do border and pick none, meaning you don't want any border to be there, and it's going to disappear. So if you feel like, okay, these edges are too curved, sorry, they are sharp, you don't want a sharp edge, you want a curved edge, so you can just do border radius. Border radius. Border radius 20 pixel. Then you have this. You can try to increase it 50. Okay, still the same thing. They are going to be having what? They're going to be having something like this. They are going to be having something like this. So this is a typical button. Okay, so if you notice the cursor, look at my cursor. The cursor on the login button is meant to change to a pointer cursor, which is an ant cursor, but it's not changing. So how do you change the cursor? You can also do the same thing with the styling cursor and give it the value of a pointer. So when you place your cursor on it, you have okay. So we want to style the second button. Okay, you want to give space in between this button and this button. So what do? I can do margin length. Remember I said if I do padding here, it will be an internal space, but I want to give it an external space, so it's going to be what? Margin. So margin left, margin hyphen left, 20 pixel. Okay, for this, why the other one is margin hyphen right, also 20 pixels. So I'm going to be having a space here. So we also want to style this button. So all the style I have there, I can just copy this and paste it here. So I can change this color to color yellow. So I can change this to yellow and this to red. So it's going to be visible. I'm going to be here. So I'm going to have this. So also we can also change the thickness of a particular text. For example, look at this lorem text right here. I want to change the thickness of the text. So here I can just do font width. So meaning the weight of the font. If you have font size, you can also have what? Font width, which is the weight of the font. Font weight. Font weight of let's say 500. The font weight does not have a unit, either pixel, percentage, or anything. It does not have, just the number. So you can see it is now thicker. So if I increase it to 900, it's thicker. If I take it to 100, can you see 100? So if I give it as 500, so I'm going to be having a thick text right here. Thick text. Okay, so let's talk about borders. Okay, so how do we style borders? Okay, so look at this name of country here. I want to underline it. How do I do that? I can do this. I can use the U tag to underline. Just take the contents, put it inside the U tag. Now I have this. I can use the U tag to underline, and I can also use my CSS, my inline styling, to underline. How do I achieve that? Inside this place, I'll give it a style of text decoration, and I'll pick what's underline. This should be inside here. Text decoration underlined, and I'm going to have my text underlined. Okay, so let's use this to talk about the border. Okay, so we can give our content a border. Style, then border. Border has 3 parameters. Border usually have 3 parameters. First parameter is the thickness of the border. Thickness of the border. Okay, I want my border to be 1 pixel thick. Then the type of border I want. Do I want a solid border? Do I want a dotted border? Do I want a dashed border? So let me pick a solid border and the color of the border black. I'm going to be having this. Okay, if I decide my border, I don't want 1 pixel, I want 2. This will be thicker. Okay, I want 5. This will be thicker. I want 10. This will be very, very thick. I want 100. Can you see? This is the thickness of 100. So I can just, for the sake of it, I can just use 3 pixels for this. Okay, so if you feel this is too close to this space, so how do you separate them? Remember our margin left. Sorry, padding. Padding is internal spacing. Padding -left. Padding left of 20 pixels, and you see a space right here. Okay, so if you don't want a solid border, you want a dotted border. Fine, you can have a dotted border. Just change the solid to dotted. You have a dotted border. If you don't want a dotted border, you want a dashed border. Dashed border. I'm going to be having a dashed border. Okay, spelling. Yeah, then we're going to be having a solid border. But the common border we have is the what? Is the solid border. I'm going to be leaving this as solid. Yeah, solid border. Okay. So let's beautify our table. This is our HTML table. So let's beautify our table using the inline styling. Where is our table? Okay, this is our table tag. So we want to beautify it using the inline styling. Sorry, style. Let's start with border. 2 pixels, solid, black. Okay, 2 pixels, solid, black. So you want the table to come to the center. You want the table to come to the center. So you can put this in a you can put it inside the center tag. You can put the table inside the center tag. Our table will come to the middle. Yeah. So you want a space in between this table and this input right here up. So you can just do padding top. Padding top of 20 pixels. And we have margin. I said padding is for internal spacing, so that is why this has an internal spacing of 20. So if I change this to margin, I'm going to have the external spacing right here. Okay, I also want a space to be under also. I'll just have ordinary margin, and the ordinary margin will give it to the top, left, right, and bottom. So you can increase this to 30. Okay, now the border is too close to the content of the table. The border is too close. So how do we enlarge it? We can use padding to do that. Padding, give it a number, 30 pixels. Okay, so I did not put my semicolon right here. Semicolon, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be having this. So we want to have different sizes. We don't want to make the top 30, right 30, bottom 30, left 30. We want to have different sizes. So I'm going to be giving them different sizes also. So I'll be changing this to, okay, I'm leaving this as 30. This is the top. I'm changing this to 90. This is the right. This 30, this also 90. This is the left. Okay, I don't want 90. I want to change it to 120. So we have beautified our table using the inline styling. also this 120. Okay, 150, and this also 150. So we're going to be having a large space. We're going to be having a large space in between the borders. So let's give space also in between the content of the table. So we want space in between the content of the table. So how do we do that? Simply, you can use what? Margin, padding rather. So style, also, and this again. So let's give this a style of padding left, padding hyphen left, 20 pixel. So we have this space. 20 pixel might be too small. So let's just copy what we have here and paste it right here. So we have space for this too. So 20 pixel might be small. So we increase to 50, and this also increase to 50. It's still small. Let's increase to 70, and also this increase to what? 70. Yeah, I think it's okay like this. Okay, so we have to also bring the content to the bottom of the table edge. So we don't need this. So you can just also copy the styling we have here, and paste it here. Okay, good. Same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing here. Remember, we don't need it for the first one. So I'm going to have in this table. Okay. Let's transform. Let's transform uppercase. Remember, uppercase is going to change everything to capital letter. Uppercase will change everything to capital letter. So for this table row, remember this is a row. We want this, the word to be bigger than the rest. So we can style table for the table head and give it a font size. Give it a font hyphen size. Font size of let's say 15 pixel. Yeah, so it becomes bigger than the rest. So we decide to increase it to 20 pixel. Yeah, bigger than the rest. Good. Okay, so I want to give our table a color. Let's give our table a color. So come here, background. Background. Give black. Wow. Black. and the color white. Woo! Can you see? Can you see our table having a black background and a white color? So let's shift this to the middle of the edges. The middle of the edge. 87. So you can just adjust 87 to 80. Okay. 87 to 80. 87 to 80. 87 to 80. Yeah, good. So if we don't like these edges, we can curve the edges. We can curve the edges. So we do what? Border hyphen radius. Border radius 20 pixel. Then we have a curved edge. So this is our table using the inline styling. Okay, so we want to style our form also. This is our form. We want to style our form using the inline styling. Okay, so this is our form. Style. Let's give it a background color. But this time I'm not choosing black, I'm choosing green. So you have this. Then the text color of what? White. So everything changes to white. Text color of white. Okay. Now this is too close. This is too close to this place. This is too close to the top. So how do we separate everything? And do that using what? Padding. Narrow padding 20 pixel. Okay, good. And we have it this way. So for the inputs, we want to increase the inputs box. Same thing also, style, padding. So we increase the size of the inputs. And you can also give it a border radius. The border radius of 20 pixel. Border. Yeah. So we have this. So the same styling we give to the first one up here. I can just copy what we have here and paste it. Let me do a short method. So Control D, we highlight all the inputs we have there. And take the cursor to the front and paste. There's a mistake somewhere. Okay, so that is that about the inline styling. Okay, let's style our button. Style, background color, red, text color, white, font size of 15 pixel, back. Okay, this should be inside this place. Border, don't want any border there. Padding, five, this 50, this again 5, and this 50. Okay, raise this to 7, and this 7. So give it a border radius. Border radius of 20 pixel. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to have a curved radius here. Okay, so this is that about the inline styling. Okay, so in my next YouTube video, I'm going to be showing you how to do the internal styling and the external styling, which is the CSS cascading style sheet. Thank you for watching today's video. Please, if you're a newcomer, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and also share the links to others so it can also be a benefit to them. Thank you for watching.